Hey y'all. Hey, this is the energy of the week. It is Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. No, it is not Sunday the 10th, but we're hitting the energy halfway through the week this time. And so, this week, we are anchored by peace and victory. It's in front of us and behind us. It's where we're heading and where we came from. It surrounds us. There's something holding us back though. It's sorrow and regret, sadness and despair. Do you see how cloudy that window is? We can't see clearly. We're stuck in the past, and because our vision is clouded, we're not realizing that the past holds much more than sorrow. It holds knowledge, wisdom, and lessons we have mastered. It holds answers. Paired with the Five of Cups is this plunge card, and it too is a little bit cloudy. But the person in the image, right there, they are clearly diving in head first. They're diving into the unknown with focus and without hesitation. And so for me, this is a message with multiple meanings. One, we've chosen to take that trip backwards into our past. Something in the reflection of these waters, it called out to us. And we dove right in with a clear mind because we know that there in the past, we're going to find something we need. In our past life lessons and experiences, we know that we'll find the answers to whatever worries we currently have, and that's what we're really looking for. Two, the message says, don't hold back. It's time. Go. Plunge. And with that urgency to plunge, it's not just reminding us that there are answers in the past, but that we carry those experiences, that knowledge within. It's giving us a directive, and it's giving us permission to trust that knowing, to trust ourselves. Taking a plunge into the unknown with focus and without hesitation is the way forward. It's the way we get unstuck. The South Node shows up here to reiterate that message. The South Node represents the lessons we have mastered from our past. It's a familiar, comfortable place, and so we want to revisit it over and over again. We already know what we'll find there, and we know that we'll have the skills we need to handle whatever is waiting for us. In fact, we use those skills regularly. We rely on them kind of like a crutch. But the point of the South Node is not to go back, even though we're familiar with it. The point is to take what we know and move forward towards the North Node, where we find unfamiliar situations and lessons waiting to be learned. We don't yet have the skills necessary to handle whatever task awaits us, but we do have the support needed within to figure it out. We have the knowledge from past lifetimes that we can apply in new and useful ways to solve new problems. And there's nobody better at helping us do that than the Queen of Swords. In tarot, the swords are connected to the element of air. Air is about thought, mental clarity, and focus. It's our intellect, and it's the way we communicate. It's how we figure things out, and the Queen of Swords does that by being rational. She is a queen, so she is naturally empathic, but she offers clear boundaries. She keeps her mind clear and sharp, and while she trusts herself and her own intellect without question, she seeks truth and remains open to ideas from others because she is wise and wisdom knows that there is strength in diversity. She also doesn't give up easily. She's resilient. The answer is there. Trust yourself. So I'm going to shift away from the cards just for a moment and talk about what life looks like today in May of 2026. And I think that the best words I can find to describe it all would be surreal, chaotic, a beautiful kind of destruction. Some people are out there really scared and they're facing real world challenges, so it's understandable. Some people, they are constantly predicting doom and gloom and the end of the world, hoping that if the worst comes, they are close enough to the ignition point not to suffer through the end. And a reminder here that the end of what we're familiar with, the end of what we know, is not the end of the world. It's simply uncomfortable for us. Some people are intentionally clueless, complaining about rising prices and wondering exactly how a restaurant is suddenly charging $5 more for the same burger we just bought last week. Some folks are floating away on a cloud of anxiety, nervous systems completely frazzled, and minds burned out from trying to figure it all out. They have no lived experience for any of this, and the only question they do have is this. We do know what's happening, but what are we supposed to do? Some folks are far too familiar with the level of chaos that comes alongside this type of existence, and while they don't really have the answers either, they do have the ancestral skills to navigate the choppy waters. And some people are thriving. Honestly, truly thriving. Some of them because they're enjoying the chaos and taking full advantage of it. But many of them because they know how to live their best lives no matter what, and remain positive and confident that they can keep moving with the flow of the times. They're skilled and they're resourceful enough that they're not worried about how to keep the roof over their heads or food in their belly. These latter folks, these are our leaders, and they will be found in unusual places. They are not the elected leaders that we're used to. They're not politicians or doctors, scientists or entertainers. They are average, everyday folks. They're our neighbors and our teachers and our friends. They are educated and uneducated. They're wickedly smart and frighteningly simple. They are social media influencers eating too much food, dancing silly dances, or breaking down world events by applying sharp political commentary and historical context. They are spiritual enthusiasts. They're atheists. They're gardeners, astronauts, cashiers, warehouse clerks. They deliver our mail. They take care of us when we're sick. They're children, keenly observant and informing us of truth as they see it with wisdom beyond their years. They're the elderly, reminding us that this has happened before and this will happen again, and this too will pass. They're mothers and fathers and aunties and uncles. They are family by choice and by blood, and they're all around us. Listen, however you find yourself responding to the current miasma of nonsense we're all living through, you know what to do. You really do. You have the answers, and it's honestly going to take all of us, throwing the best we have into the collective pot to navigate through this successfully. As far as I'm concerned, this is our chance to rebuild something right. This is our chance to build something beautiful and wonderful and inclusive, something that provides for everyone's basic human needs while leaving grace for them to contribute their own unique gifts and talents to society. This is our chance to fully eliminate those ideologies that thrive by suppressing, oppressing, and choking out all that is good and diverse and aware and alive in people. Everything that's not a mirror image of the sickness it sees in its own reflection. This is our chance to envision the future we actually want to leave for our children, rather than shrugging our shoulders and leaving them with computer models that tell them exactly which parts of the earth will be unlivable and when, because we were too busy making money to take care of the environment. even though we knew what was coming. This is our chance. And we don't need tarot or oracle cards to tell us any of that. We already know. We carry it with us. So, this week, let's all embody the Queen of Swords, pull out what we know, and start to build together, okay? Go meet your neighbor. Join a gardening club, start a book club, meditate, practice mindfulness with your kids, and teach them how to incorporate it into their daily lives and why they should incorporate it into their daily lives. Go to the dollar store and get some seeds in a pot to grow something on your windowsill so you can see what you can produce on your own. It doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be something. So go. The message this week, it's truly speaking to all of us and the realities of the times that we are living in. I want you to look at this card one last time. The Queen of Swords. We only see her lap and her feet. That's it. She's looking down at the treetops from high above. She has perspective. And she can see the forest, the clouds, and the birds soaring high above. Those birds, those are blue jays. And if you know anything about blue jays, you know they aren't quiet at all. They're communicative. They speak their truth. They mate for life. They are loyal, and they look out for their community. They're smart and brave. They're bold, and sometimes to get what they need, they're a little bit of a jerk, just a little bit. But they get the job done. Be the blue jay this week, even if you have to be a little bit of a jerk. Speak your truth. Find your people. Be loyal. Be brave, because the past is gone, you see. And from that past, we carry knowledge from lessons learned, wisdom gained, and an assurance that we can trust what we know. Let it lead us to peace and victory. I'll see y'all next week. All the love.